Good evening, friends. Thank you for joining Candid Meena every evening to follow what's happening in India and abroad. Thank you for sending me your useful comments and suggestions. If you believe in this channel, do hit the like button, share with friends, and spread the message. Our only mission is to bring you the truth and both sides of the story. Thank you for your support. Jaydev joins me in this session. Welcome, Jaydev.
Good evening to all the viewers once again. And we have a lot of news lined up for you, and especially with regards to Brahmastra, which is according to mainstream media, it has crossed already 200 crores, and it's going to even beat India's GDP figure as well. So that is
Yeah.
the kind of lies that is being peddled by these mainstream media.
Yeah. So before that, Jaydev, I just want to mention to our viewers that from tomorrow onwards, we will be putting news bites, a shorter version of news bites in Hindi, as many people have asked for the Hindi version of it. So from tomorrow morning, we will start the Hindi version as well. So please do give us your feedback of what you think and what sort of suggestions you have in mind. Wish us all the luck in this as well. Thank you so much. Okay, back to you, Jen.
Yeah, so let's take a few of the funny tweets which we had. Is that this is the typical Bollywood calculator which will soon come into existence in India. So it's you can see that 2 plus 2 equal to 22. This is the kind of mathematics that now Karan follows when he's calculating his box office revenues for Brahmastra. So next is, of course, you have empty theater seats in some of the countries outside posted by international people.
Here, this is sent by Zoya, and Zoya very clearly says that this is in which part? I think it is. Let me just get you her message.
Yeah,
She says, yeah. So yeah, it is from Georgia, USA. Okay, and what she said is, I wanted to send you screenshots of theaters bookings for Brahmastra. I searched the 3D version, regular Telugu Hindi, over the weekend, and I'm sending you these. You can see that except for the seats, it asks me to book. Not even one seat is booked. So I'm so grateful to you, Zoya, for taking the trouble. Many of you have done it, and I'm so grateful to you for This is very important because many of these people ask us, "Where is the proof?" And this is ample proof for these people who are lying through their teeth. Yes, Jerry.
yeah. So what more proof do you want, guys? People are saying, it's. I mean, people are believing the mainstream media and thinking that it's a blockbuster. It's not. So this is another good one from Urban Memes. After the success of Brahmastra film, Indian filmmaker Karan Johar beats Elon Musk to become the world's richest man. So now, so Karan Johar net worth is now $500 billion, beating Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, Bernard Arnault, and Bill Gates. So this is
Yeah.
another good one. And then breaking as this is from Sumi USA. As Brahmastra is reaching 1,000 crores, the audience has decided to leave their seats and watch the movie sitting on the floor. That's why all the seats are available. Okay, that's a very big revelation. Yeah. So, and this is the Brahmastra box office collection in the universe. So it has won $100 trillion
Hilarious.
in the planet
Oh, this is from
Saturn.
Ranjit Singh. Yeah. Mercury, Earth,
Yeah,
Jupiter.
Mercury.
Yeah. And he's even given the numbers.
This is a good one from Prasanna. These VFX effects are far better than the whole Brahmastra film. So, friends, this is a scene from Jani Dushman, if you remember back then. It's
Yeah.
an old Bollywood film which was very, cringeworthy at that
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is another empty theater. You can clearly see, produced by Ranbir Kapoor and all those stuff. It's the credits from Brahmastra, so you can see. Since all the people are sitting on the floor, I guess we cannot see the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's take a few comments.
Here also, see what I've tweeted to the Prime Minister is that, see, this needs to be really looked into by the ED because there seems to be a very huge scam in this bookings. So, is there a possibility that money laundering is happening? If it is happening, they can be caught red-handed. Especially because now Karan Johar has opened a very posh restaurant in Kolaba, you know and he's converted a huge bungalow into a restaurant which is of a very niche type, and only certain things are available at the moment, is what food critics have said. Now the question is, where does this money come from for this man? You remember what Rajmouli was asking him in a quite astonished manner in stage when they were promoting RRR. He said, Karan Johar, can I ask you a question? So he said, yes, tell me. So he said, where do you get all this money from? For a minute he was flabbergasted. He didn't know what to answer. And then he laughed it away, with his usual stupid, sleazy look. He just dismissed it. Now, what we want to know is, how can the government keep quiet when such a big scam, if it is a scam, and of which proof is coming very from every corner of the world, that the theaters are empty, but this man is claiming over 200 crores of profit, which means that this man is lying through his teeth. Now, this means that he has to be caught and jailed if this is wrong. Why is nobody taking action? Why is the government giving Bollywood such a long rope? Why is Eknath Shinde inviting all these fools for a Ganesha festival? Is he becoming better than Uddhav Thackeray in this aspect? And also remember very clearly, Eknath Shinde ji, Aditya Thackeray is not going to leave you. You see the kind of tweets he's making about you. All you have to do is expose him in the Sushant Singh case. Then he'll keep quiet. But you all don't have the courage to do that because you're scared of politics. Fadnavis was already, hand in glove with the Bollywood friends because of his wife and daughter. But at least you said that you would remove corruption and you would give us justice. What justice is this? Calling these people for puja? Are they worth it? Especially when the boycott Bollywood movement is happening. Yeah, back to you.
Yeah, and another thing to note, friends, is that why is Republic TV not questioning, the money links of the money source of Brahmastra, right? Especially with a very
Is any mainstream media doing it?
no,
None.
I mean like
Yeah,
Arnab
because
used
Republic
to
is on right wing. Yeah, right. Understand.
the so-called right-wing media channel Republic is not questioning Karan Johar or any of the Bollywood people for quite some time, especially after he was arrested.
Yeah.
Is
See
it
here,
because there
Jaideep.
are so many cases?
Yeah, Jaideep, one thing I wanted to, say to the viewers as well is that, see, if we make a small mistake in our income tax, payments, we are pulled up, we are thrown around, okay, we are demeaned. The middle class has to face all sort of, humiliation. Such a big scam. Everybody knows. Even the rickshaw drivers were saying that they're getting headache watching this movie, and all were going after aspirin and dispirin and what all medicines they can to just forget about the movie. And he's saying that it is a success. And on top of that, each and every little starlet, including Mauni Roy, says that it is a huge success. People are saying that they could not watch her as a banshee. I don't know what. Don't these Bollywood people have brains? Or is the brains in some other part of their body? Yes.
Yeah, let's take a few comments. Hi, Sandhya.
Yeah.
Is there a way to find out the head count of viewers during shows of Brahmastra movie in PVR? Inox, is there any state or mandate to conduct head count checks?
Yeah.
That has
Very
been.
important. Karthik also says a very good thing.
I've never seen so many people taking photographs of theater seats. Everyone wants the film to flop, and these people claim it has made 145 crores. Yes, Karthik. Good morning, Priya. How are you? Uh, Thanks for watching our show every night. Is there a way to find? Yeah, this we have taken.
Yeah.
World's richest TG.
Welcome,
Hi,
Ankita,
Amira. How are you? Hi,
watching
Maya.
from Canada. Welcome. This box office, it's truly a unique one. Please do hit
Uh,
the like button. Thank you so much, Anuradha, always.
Thanks, Anuradha, and friends here. Make sure to hit the like button so it helps the video reach more audiences and more awareness against, the nefarious activities of Bollywood, which is much needed at the hour.
Yeah.
Hi, True Indian. Alia Bhatt has even said that the rush is so much. Theaters are showing the film at 2:30 in the morning. People are so crazy for the film. So, according to
Seriously,
Alia
Karthik?
Bhatt,
Is she crazy?
hi Sharmila, how are you? Good morning, Romana.
Of Guyana, okay. Last night I was watching Ganpati immersion on YouTube. Next, I see a media person asked the public outside the theater, CD not make out which theater. They replied, movie horrible. Bakwas, says Pansy. Thanks to Kejo and these Don's girls and Malls, Alias and Rias, I spend my time in prayers, especially this Shraddha Paksha feed poor. But don't shell a single rupee for their movies anymore.
Good morning, good
Meenaji, it's
morning.
not a possibility, it is a reality which is now out in the open. Absolutely. Brahmastra movie, sorry, skip to write a name of the movie in the above message. That's fine. They also said the Brahmastra movie should be banned. They have announced they've also. Lot of laundered money or gold bars are now traded with PROs for their paper profits. The connect between the politicians and Bollywood is disillusioning.
Yes, very much.
Meera says, what inquiry can you expect from central agencies when government is always hobnobbing with Bollywood? Friends in the right places.
Yes,
Absolutely.
very well said.
Shreyas Talpade, yes, we have this news. Advises Alia to stop asking people to watch her films. Yes. Plan A, Plan B, new movie of Ritesh Deshmukh and Tamanna again, making fun of some professionals in the movie. Boycott them as well. Yes, Jeevan. Welcome,
Welcome,
Gloria.
Gauri.
Always nice to see you. Joel, welcome, Joel.
Hi, Jory. Well, nice to see you.
Thank you, Zoya, for the
Thank you,
information
Zoya, for
and
the
the
screenshots.
pictures. Yes, screenshots. Good job done. I lost hope in Eknath Shinde. I realized Eknath is another penguin ruler in disguise. Zoya, we had already shown what you have given us from the theaters in the beginning. So, in case you would like to see it again, you could rewind it later. Minaji, so proud of you calling a spade a spade. You are so brave. This is Maya Kulshetra. Shrestha. Thank you so much, Maya. Very, very kind of you. Good evening, Nina.
Hi, Nina.
Now, this South cricketer stuck with Bollywood model. Do these men not read social media or Minaji
Yeah,
channel?
see, the
You're
only
talking
thing
about
which matters is
Urvashi, I
money.
think. Yeah, she's talking about the item girl Urvashi and I think the South cricket or
See, the
Indian
only
cricket.
thing which matters is money in this
Yeah.
industry, and all the marriages are contractual marriages. So, there must be some hitch to it always. Eknath is entertaining these bollies, says Jeevan. Yes, Shreyas is a talented actor who is a positive result of nepotism. Even then, he was sidelined. He is a nephew of Jayashrit T and Meena T.
If you remember, these two girls were the cabaret girls back in time. Please check the tweet by Kamal Yan Chandani. He is the CEO of PBR. He has exposed the true collections of Brahmastra. Okay, so Joel, if you can email that to me, I'll be very grateful. Caroline, welcome. Vidya, as we speak, Bollywood is getting ready to launch SRK and Pathan. Boycott time is on again. Atira, yes. The fourth estate is uh, Bickout, yes, bought. Okay, let's move on to the next piece of news, Yadik.
Yeah, so coming to the next piece of news is with regards to um, Vivek Agnihotri. And Vivek Agnihotri, he commented with regards to, Brahmastra after Kangana, asked Karan Johar to show the real box office figures, and that she wanted to interview Karan Johar on this regard. So Vivek Agnihotri was also, he took a dig, and on his Twitter account he said, "हमको मालूम है जन्नत की हकीकत, लेकिन दिल के खुश रखने को गालिब ये ख्याल अच्छा है." So, which translates to, we know the reality of paradise, but to keep the heart happy, the idea of Galib is good. And he really got a lot of flack for his comment, obviously from Karan Johar's team. Frustrated sore loser होना भी कभी कभी अच्छा है, गालिब जो आप हो रहे हो, मिलते हैं एंड ऑफ द वीकेंड और एंड ऑफ द वीक, तब तक सल्किंग चालू रखिए. So he has also, Vivek Agnihotri has also taken a dig at Karan Johar's box office figures. So apparently, Vivek Agnihotri and Kangana Ranaut, they have sort of questioned the box office numbers of Brahmastra at the moment. So let's take a few comments. Yeah. Adya Shetty is another Ria Alia being groomed. Yes. Bollywood has taken it as a war. Hi Harshit. I think Kirit Somaya could be a better CM than Shinde. Yes.
Absolutely.
Bollywood has taken it as a war against audiences, and they want to win and put the people down. And of course, Neelam, and they want to stand their superiority to the Indian public. And they think that with all the power, with the politicians in their side, with the law in their side, with the money in their side, they think that public doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So this is
Yeah.
the arrogance which Bollywood has always been known for, and now thankfully, thanks to the boycott Bollywood movement, that people are showing Bollywood people their rightful place. Eknath will get his fate coming to like the Thackeray government if he continues to be a donkey mixing with Bollywood.
Neelam.
But what
Well,
option do we? What
please go
option
ahead.
do the people have? Like apart from Thackeray and BJP?
Why don't they pay attention on writer? Yes.
Yes,
They have always been making stupid films. It's just audience is
audience to realize.
realizing it now. Yes. Karthik says, I think the offshoot SS BJP combo doesn't want any controversy till the BMC elections are over. The election is more important than the assembly elections in Maharashtra. Hence, wait till it's over. They have always been making stupid movies. It's just that our audiences have realized it now. What I love about your channel is you give all of us importance by reading our comments. Thank you so
Thank you
much,
very
Neela.
much.
In fact, you're speaking the truth. You're exposing these people. And it's important that the whole world listen to you. As they were providing free popcorn and cold drink, I went along with a group of kids to theater only to take free popcorn and cold drink. Now those kids are, and even they would have said perhaps Diwali fireworks were better coding. What is the secret behind these bollies being so thick skinned? Yes, this is a question I always ask even. You're so precise here. Nothing affects them. They have no emotions. They don't get hurt. They're always in paparazzi. And it's a funny thing here. I must mention this is that people like Malaika Arora, their PR phones the photographers and says she's coming out of the gym, please come, or she's going into the gym, please come. And then what madam does? Madam behaves as though, oh, how nice. They've come to take photographs of me. So let me pose like this and let me pose like that. And all the time, what I can see is only the way the watchman of that building looks at her bottom. Because men will watch you. If you don't wear clothes, men will watch you. So it is the men in the street, the watchman, the driver, everybody looks at her and she feels so happy because that's the kind of attention she wants. And that is Bollywood. And that is Bollywood, what you call stars' wives, all rolled into one. They're not bothered about anything. They want to show skin, and then they say that, see, oh, these men are also going crazy over there. KRK has gone totally mum post his return from jail. People were waiting for his review on Brahmastra. They are highly intoxicated, I guess, making them numb, says Boo. I think BJP is the political party who mingles and gives so much importance to Bollywood than any other party. I agree with you 100%, Meera, and especially people like Smriti Irani, who have been in the field, and think that, see, in case politics, she leaves politics, she needs another boat, to travel, and that is Bollywood or television. NCB and ED are doing so much work now across Mumbai, Delhi, Chennai, and others, but we must see very harsh punishments finally. Now, here I'd like to say something. See, today I wrote, in Twitter, we copied the Prime Minister with regards to the movie made by, Raja Simha, who we had interviewed a couple of days back. And he's made a movie which exposes the Mapla massacre, very similar to the Kashmir files. Now, the lady, the censor board lady in Kerala called Parvati, what she has done is she struck off all the scenes, saying that everything has to be altered. That means any scenes showing violence. Now, this historic event itself is a very violent incident. Now, if all the incidents are removed, then it will be like a scene showing Alia smiling. you know so that is what they want the movie to be. Now this movie has gone to the center under this Prasun Joshi. The movie has also been They've also told him to do the same thing. Now how did Prasun Joshi and his team know Malayalam? Do they know what is the history of Mopla massacre? If they don't know, they shouldn't be sitting in the censor board. They should have experts looking at the movie and saying that, see, this is history and this has to be told to the people in the right way. Now, if you're removing all the facts from the movie and saying that this is the movie that will not upset people from different castes and religion, Miss Parvati, that doesn't work, because we cannot rewrite history to suit your pleasure. So I've put this on social media. So for all of you who want to share this, please make it so wide that the center for censorship, is questioned by the people, and they say, why is such a movie not being able to be, shown in theaters? What is the reason? Who are you pleasing? Okay, do you also have a vote bank like Congress and other parties? Why are you pleasing a certain section of people when this is history? It was a genocide of Hindus. More than 1,000 people were killed and 10,000 people left Kerala. Now, we don't know. We put it to Prime Minister and Amit Shah. Let us see if they will, question Prasun, Joshi, and ask him what's happening about this movie. So it's very. See, this is something, viewers. I request you also to join, and to join in this fight for, injustice. See, look at the kind of injustice being given to a director like Raja Simha, who was earlier Ali Akbar, isn't it Akbar? So I wish you would all support him, because he doesn't have anybody supporting him. And Hindus are never united. The moment Hindus are united, this is the first thing that you would all do. Protect movies like this. Show it to the younger generation what has happened in history. Thank you, Vijay, for your contribution. Fan of your channel. Sorry for asking questions not related to topic. If you've seen the trailer of Patan Patham Nutandu, would like your viewers.
So it's a Malayalam film.
Yeah,
Pattun.
I know.
Yeah.
It is a period film, Vijay. And yes, it has shown that the kind of atrocities, against, the scheduled caste and what you would say the lower caste. But I have read a lot of the reviews, and I have seen that many of the reviewers are saying it has a lot of the things in this movie have been fictionalized. Please do not mix fact and fiction in movies like this. This is not a Mammootty movie where you would want to see a hero and a heroine. If you're telling a historic fact, stick to it. We don't want entertainment. Okay. So Vijay, my serious this thing in this movie is that, see, I want people to know the truth, and here the people are not getting the truth. See, they're mixing masala with it. Okay, so whatever is against, every time you have something against royalty, you call it feudal system, you will say that they were the worst people. They weren't. In fact, in Kerala, the Maharaja was the kindest person. And even today, if you look at the Maharaja family of Travancore, you see how polite they are, down to earth people. They have done a lot for the state. So let us not get into this, you know. So thank you for that, Vijay. And I'm sure, we will be talking about that as well. Ujwala, the secret of Dawood and black money. That's why they didn't get affected. But yes, well said, Ujwala.
Hi,
Welcome,
Namaskar,
Sujana.
Sujan.
She's graceful. She doesn't need to guess cause of age. I think she's becoming insecure. Who is this? Minaji, your comment on the Bollywood wives and Nangu Singh being topless in that show was so blunt. I have not seen anyone being so bold in telling the truth. Here, Karthik. See, it's not only this. If you watch the series, you'll see that this guy, anyway, is a loser. Salman Khan's brother, whose wife
Sohail
is there.
Khan.
Huh? Yes.
Sohail Khan.
Yeah, Suhail Khan, who divorced his wife 5 years back, is still there in that. And you know what she does? See, they use her blood to, massage her face to make her look younger. What are these people showing? Are these satanic rituals being done in the name of plastic surgery and face surgery and Botox and silicone? Are these people mad? Karthik, this serial shows the vulgarity, the obscenity of these people. They, the all the women are trying to, sort of vie with their children. They want to look younger than Ananya. They want to look younger than their children. And the more younger they want to act, their skirts go up and up. Okay. In the last episode, last session, they were all fat. So they knew that Karan Johar will put the camera in different angles. So all of them lost weight. Okay. But still, they look haggard, fossilized women who we don't know. And we're not keen to know that. you know. And I don't know, see, why Neelam, an actress who people respected, would behave in such a manner. She was all over Ranveer Singh in his nudity, half nudity. And I think this is the scene where Ranveer posed naked. And this was the photo shoot that Karan Johar did, which graced the cover of certain magazines. Look at the depths to which these people can go down. It's terrible. Yeah. Did it?
Yeah, so Vladimir says this is really dangerous. What is proving is the ecosystem of money laundering is too strong. We cannot expect any headway before removing the ecosystem. Very well said, Vladimir. And this is a huge ecosystem, a huge nexus which has existed for at least 30 or 30 plus years, I would say. There's no dearth of good writers, script writers, but Bollywood wants to hire only writers who will meet their agenda. They want to subtly, blatantly promote anti-Hinduism, anti-Indian
Absolutely.
narrative.
Very well said, Girja. This is the motive that they have, and they will do anything to promote that because this pleases the Urdu wood. You know, so even if they don't have any money in Pakistan, okay, they may be begging, but if they can hit Hindu Indians, no, their job is done. It's like their stomachs are full. And I'm not talking about the common man, common Pakistani. They are all simple people. This is the politicians, the army people, and the underworld. These form the cabal.
Yeah.
First,
First,
YouTubers were
you,
doing a good job, but now they too mingling with volleys and promoting them. Root cause is power, fame, and money.
you must have got a lot of money.
Yeah. Nina says Bollywood is a sick society. We hear weird things which are so unimaginable and can
Yes.
only be found here. Priyanka says, please check history of Bollywood. All superstars, including Shahrukh, Rajesh Khanna, all are from non-filmy background. How come? What this denotes? Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about. Savi, Pasu, thank you,
With
Savi, for your
all
contribution.
makeup, they look like aliens, referring to
Yeah,
Bollywood wives, I guess.
yeah. Like a YouTube suggested, we can help fund people who are genuine filmmakers if they tell the
Yes.
truth on screen.
Not only,
The only thing
you
they
should encourage
probably,
those small time filmmakers by viewing their content as well
yeah,
on
exactly.
YouTube. You should share it to your friends, and
Yeah,
instead of your friends going and buying tickets and seeing a Bollywood film, they can spend that their money and also their time in seeing better content on YouTube
yeah.
or any
Bahati
other
says,
platform. Yeah.
yeah. The only thing they probably got right in Brahmastra was naming the villain Lady Junoon, which is an Urdu term. Had they tamed a Saraswati or Lakshmi or Parvati, then their Janaja would have been, Janaja would have begun. I think whatever hair is left on Mauni's head would have been torn apart. Well said, yeah. I look like an alien without any makeup. But who are you to judge my appearance? Okay, now here I think it's time for you
Okay.
to, yeah, to say goodbye to you.
So we have an alien in our show for the first time. That's a good,
Yeah, Vladimir says in Tamil
good
Nadu,
find.
Wakaf board has seized a whole village simply as Wakaf land. The village has a 1,500-year-old temple. Wakaf has 6 lakhs acres of land. You know the strange thing, Vladimir? More than three-fourths of Delhi is owned by Wakaf. Who gave them permission? And for us to talk about one Gyan Vapi, these people are making so much fuss. They grabbed all our temples and made it mosques. And now they are saying that, see, we can't get our temple back. Isn't it strange? In our own land. Bardhan Bandari. If I'm not wrong, I guess Neelam Kothari is also a divorcee. I think this is her second, yes, marriage.
Yes.
First being Rishi Setia, who's now married to Queenie Dhodi, who was earlier married to Rajaja.
Rajan
Yes,
Modi. Okay.
yeah. Guys, Brahmastra was not the title or subject when it was launched. By the time it hit the screens, the Hindus had risen, and so Kejo decided to tweak the Sufi saint angle and add pseudo Hindu nonsense. Yes. Good evening,
Hi.
Nilamajita. This is an amazing platform to put forward our views. Thank you so much, and please keep contributing. Uh, Shiva says, good evening, ma'am. When will Candid Amina OTT start? Other day, director suggested. Okay, so here, friends, what I wanted to ask you is that, see, if, for example, we start an OTT, like people, like minded people, like the director and other people, how many of you would really contribute to it? Even if it was a very small amount, would you contribute to it? Where they show good local, stories, good content, good directors, small directors, big directors, whoever they are, but who come in with good content. How many of you would do it? If you are all you're saying yes, certainly we will do it because this is something we are thinking about seriously, and this is something we have to do for India. Meenaji, I've been watching you all along from California, USA.
Thank you very
Most
much,
expressive.
Vidya.
Devi, Adidas approached Aryan Khan in spite of being a drug addict, only because he is the son of SRK. Even you know that. Yes, absolutely. Hi, hit that
Thank you
button. Thank you so
very
much.
much.
Yeah, so sweet of you. Anuradha, amazing platform, like always our well wisher. Vijay, thank you so much, Vijay, for your contribution. Thank you for your answer. Looking forward to your upcoming reaction to Patan Patam, yeah, Notanda movie, as mentioned. Hope Mallu Hindus boycott it.
Yeah, Vijay, a
Yes,
very important point I want to tell to Vijay is that you should spread awareness in Kerala people not to go and watch this particular film, spend money. Awareness is a very, very big, it's so important in, sort
yeah, it
of
plays a
boycotting
role.
these sort of films.
Yeah, thank you so much, Vijay. Many have noticed plenty of examples of Islamic symbolism in Brahmastra. Ayan probably didn't notice in editing. Now, here, Karthik, a very interesting thing is that, see, the social media is full of young girls, imitating Alia, saying that there is no dialogue for Alia except, oh Shiva, what is this? Oh Shiva, where are you? Shiva, Shiva, and using her same voice, the shrieky voice. It is hilarious. Young girls are having a field day imitating her. So this is the dialogue that they wrote in these how many years of the making? 9 years, 10 years of the making of Brahmastra. Ayan must be really high on drugs. You can't make movies like this and think that people are going to like it. Even Lambuji at that so many years back noted that this movie is going to be a big flop. Yes, thank you, Shilpa. Now make movies and watch it by themselves. Yeah, exactly. Welcome, Karthik. Yes, 10 a month is a good way to start. Yes, any amount, if you can put in this OTT, that we all work towards, it will make a big difference. Here, clean content will come in. A lot of what is, lacking in all these OTT platforms, our history, our civilization, our culture, good stories by good authors, it will all come out because a lot of young film directors are waiting for a venue to show this. Today in Bangalore, some demolition happened, which has led to water blockage. This is of a corrupt Congress politician. See, all this moonchild, just like what Yogi ji did in UP, they should just take a bulldozer and go over his head, removing all his building. This is the limit, you
So
know. Yeah.
I would like to add to Moonchild's comment with regards to the recent heavy rains and flooding in Bangalore. Right? If you notice the olden parts of Bangalore, like Hebbal, then Jayanagar and all those places, they were not affected by the heavy rains at all. It's only the new areas of Bangalore, which is like Electronic City and certain other areas which is newly built, and those were affected by these by the heavy rain, and it was flooded. And the reason is because if you build construction over lakes, right, then what more can you expect? The nature itself will protest against you. So a lot of these the blame should go on the the people who constructed and the politicians who gave permission to construct high-rise buildings on these lakes, right? So this is what happens. Yeah, hi, Ranjita.
So there are lots of people who are saying they will support. So we will announce it in details as it comes. Then we can start it. Bias Truth says they took a decade to make Brahmastra. It will take eternity till they reach a level of inception or interest. Well said. Moonchild. Ma'am, here in Bangalore, funnily, even a landmark hotel called Windsor Manor is actually owned by, who is it? Wakif. My God. That is very shocking. Bardhan. So true. Imagine them making movies and watching each other's movies. Yes. Yeah, I think Karan Johar can watch Ekta Kapoor's Goodbye and both of them can cry together wearing the most weird clothes. Pakistan had asked to loan from Karan Johar as Brahmastra collection has crossed 1 trillion.
A good one,
Chandrika.
Chandrakan.
Well said. Anuradha. How can they name a movie Brahmastra and have class dances? Exactly. Good morning, all. A
Morning.
great show and awesome journalism. Lucille, thank you so much. Brahmastra propaganda ended in 4 days. Absolutely. Ma'am, it's very difficult to spread awareness in Kerala. I
Well, it
agree
has to be.
100% with you, Rehana, because I know the kind of attitude in Kerala. People just want to have their 4 meals a day or 3 meals a day. They want to take a long trip drive. Okay, they want to go to the malls and they want to go to temples. Other than that, you know, their interests end there. If you talk about all these things, they'll say, "Oh, let's watch the serial in the evening, and then we'll get back to you." This is the problem. Our people in Kerala, though they say are the most intelligent, are the least conscious people. They don't know where Kerala is headed. And now children of 13 and 14 are drug addicts. They are drinking. You don't know what generation is coming out of Kerala. And Pinarayi is encouraging this nonsense. Now make movies and watch within Bollywood. Yes. They took a decade to make Brahmastra, it will take eternity. Yes, very, very well said. Adidas wanted a totally stone guy for their shoes, hence Aryan was chosen. A completely stone guy will notice. Yes. Let's move on to the next piece of news, Jaydev. It's about, I think, Jia Khan. Yes. Jia Khan's mother, Rabia Khan, had petitioned to have an independent agency reinvestigate the actor's death, which was ruled a suicide. Her petition was rejected. Now, Rabia has been denied the request to reopen the investigation into the actor's death. Jia was found hanging at her Mumbai residence on June 3, 2013, after which her mother had accused her boyfriend Suraj Panchori of abetment to suicide. Rabia had filed a fresh appeal in the Bombay High Court to reopen the 9-year-old case, alleging errors in the prior investigation conducted by the CBI. However, the Bombay High Court on Monday dismissed the petition filed by Rabia Khan. In her plea, Rabia alleged that her daughter was murdered and sought a fresh probe into the case by an independent and special agency with the assistance from United States FBI. Her advocates Shekhar Jagtap and Sairujita Chowdhury argued that Mumbai Police's preliminary investigation into the case also had certain flaws and incorrect approach, after which Rabia had moved the HC and the probe was transferred to CBI in July 2014. However, CBI committed the same errors and hence she is seeking a reinvestigation of the case by independent agencies. As per the report in PTI, a divisional bench of justices, A.S. Gadkari and M.N. Yadav, rejected the plea and noted that it has faith in CBI's probe in the case. CBI had charged Suraj Pancholi with abetting her suicide and conducted an investigation. Now, advocate Sandesh Patel, appearing for the CBI, also argued that the agency has investigated the case fairly. The court also noted that the petitioner Rabia was weakening her own case by filing such a plea. Rejecting the plea, the bench noted that it would pass a detailed order later. Rabia had previously told a special court in Mumbai last month that Jia had accused Suraj Pancholi of physical and mental abuse a couple of months before her death. She said both the agencies, which is the police and the CBI, never collected any legal evidence to prove it was a suicide. I believe it is a murder and the accused is responsible for killing my daughter. Now, here, friends, see what you see very clearly is that, these people are not bothered about giving justice to this poor mother who's been fighting for years and years and years. Everybody knows the background of the Pancholis. And yet, these people are, escaping. And is this justice? We ask our courts. Is this justice? Let's
I
take a
mean,
break.
I hats off to Rabia ji for tenaciously fighting a whole system, right? Like she has all the evidences, and still, I mean, it's unfortunate that the rulings of the court is not going in her favor, right?
Yeah,
And this is highly unfair, and this is highly, I mean, I really feel sad for her actually that justice is not being served.
yeah. Jeevan says, Katrina and Vicky don't see any chemistry. They don't even look happy with each other. Very forced relationship. And that's the reason, Jeevan, that they were not there in the Karan Johar show. Because people can make out. Now, Usha says, only you guys dare to speak the truth
Yes,
and call a
thanks,
spade a
Vishal.
spade. Thank you so much. I love and salute the spirit of this mother.
Yes, of
Yes.
GM of Rabia.
They say it's a cinema day on the 23rd September and movie tickets are 75 rupees. So funny things they're doing. Yeah, who wants to see a movie for free when it is, crap? Vinay says, K&B relationship is for money
Yes,
only.
very well
Everyone
said,
knows
Vinny.
that. Yeah. We hope SSR case to bring about a drastic change in the judiciary system, but the road seems still a long way, says Ranjita. Moonchild. Maybe those guys marry just like Hollywood, just to make their brand stronger and make money in the name of a marriage. Yeah, these are all, as we said, contractual weddings. So let us take some more comments. Yurishri says, Yurishri says, when Bollywood pays tax to government by whitening black money, showing inflated profit, why should awakened nationalists and Sanatanis waste money time to watch movies and spoil family fabric, social and national security? Well said. What Waqif Board, the Catholic Church, is the second largest landowner in India, a national chain. All this blame goes on parties like Congress, who ruled and made our country so poor. They were the ones who created all this. Hindus were treated badly because of them. There's no one more a bigger scammer than Sonia. It's a fact. The whole family have been scamming their way through these years. If you look at the number of scams that Congress has made, you will be shocked. We had listed it earlier.
Yeah, let's go to the next story, which I think we'll find interesting is with regards to Swara Bhaskar and friends. As all of you know, that Swara Bhaskar had replied to you with a lot of smiling emoticons when you asked for inquiry into the box office reports of Karan Johar's
Yeah,
Brahmastra.
actually. Yeah.
So now she has taken she has voiced her opinion on the boycott Bollywood trend on social media, and she believes that this is like whipping up a mass negative hysteria, like people did after the Sushant Singh Rajput suicide against his ex-girlfriend Riya Chakravarti. Now you are doing the same thing. You are vilifying Bollywood. Most of these accusations are lies. They are not tenable. It is an utter lie to say that Bollywood has jihadi link. This is a hate driven, and it is some people that who are profiting from this. A lot of these trends are paid. It is not real. You're basically hiring agencies to do this campaign for you. You're building teams of unemployed people that you're giving 10 rupees per tweet and making them earn rupees 500 rupees per day. Of course, some people are going to do it, but noise is far greater than any real effect, she asserts. And she also said that why is it that there's a deliberate attempt to highlight only the flops and sideline the hits? So we in the last 8 months, four Hindi films have been legitimate box office success, namely Gangubai, Bhool Bhulaiya 2, Jug Jug Jio. Why aren't we talking about that? Why are we hyping the flops so much? Had there not been flops before? Why are we hyping only these two flops of the year? Lal Singh Chadda, Raksha Bandhan. Amir Khan, Akshay Kumar both have had flops in their career before. Bollywood has had flops before. So what is the big deal here? What is the agenda? In the last 8 months, since theatre occupancy opened up completely every 2 months, Bollywood has given one big hit, which means people are still watching the films. It is being said that the South films are working, but we can only see three or four South Indian films doing well in a four language industry in a period of 10 months. So apparently, she has sort of insulted the public, saying that, the boycott Bollywood campaign is, full of unemployed people who are being paid 10 rupees per tweet and earning 500
And
rupees per
500
day.
rupees.
So this is to all of you guys. She's saying
It's
that you
humor at its height. Her brain is also somewhere else. Very well commented by Devi. She says, "Man, drugs is becoming a widespread problem. Here in the US last Christmas, a high school child was shot dead by gangs because he couldn't pay for the drugs he was buying. His parents are devastated. Terrible. I mean, this is growing in Kerala and in states like Punjab and Goa. I feel sorry for Rabia Khan because there isn't that many people who support her case. Back then, there was no movement like SSR. Yes,
yes.
absolutely. Vardhan says the funniest was when a theatre owner, in the name of Brahmastra, was running disco lights for 3 hours. And when the audience were asked, "Did you like the movie and SRK's cameo?" they were shocked, cheated. I really don't understand actually what happened. Mahit's Garden, the globalists' latest agenda called the Agenda 2030 follows a subliminal message and theme called Darkness to Light. And throughout the Brahmastra movie, this theme is being played out by amateurs. Yes. Madam Swara Bhaskar, please come to Bangalore. I will get you admission in NIMHANS. Your brain seriously needs to be taken care of. I would feel pity for these doctors, Karthik. I think IB should be doubled in size. News agents need at least 10 years to be proficient. Hybrid war is being carried out. We need a strong IB and media to counter it. Vladimir very well said. This is a message for our leaders.
It's a don't forget, Vladimir. It's a 2.5 war being waged against India, right? Like you have the toolkit gang, and they are very much, so a lot of anti-national elements are in play. Also, don't forget the fact.
Yeah. Bharadwaj says Swara Bhaskar's father served in the army and she is somehow accepting funds from Pakistan ISI to vomit hate. against Hindus, India, and BJP. Absolutely. I don't, she has absolutely, and her skin, I would say she has such a thick skin. She doesn't care even if people criticize her. Dr. Gaurav Pradhan has revealed the details about Swara's parents who too are anti-national. Swara, your Swar is not going to work with us. You thought you have become a star, and all of a sudden, this boycott Bollywood has become a pain, isn't it, Sid? Well said. Ursi says boycott Bollywood and demanding justice for SSR, and his team never stops, even if Bollywood influences to close the case. You'd even see the term dark to light in Hrithik's Instagram post when Aryan was arrested, and even the mention of devil. Look in the devil's eye. It's all Illuminati. They are a part of the Illuminati, you know. So let's take another piece of the news, which is rather interesting. It is from Shreyas Talpade. Shreyas Talpade advises Alia Bhatt to stop asking people not to watch her films. Says actors exist only till audiences like them. On social media, there has been a boycott trend against Bollywood for the past several days. The boycott trend affected even Amir Khan's highly anticipated movie Lal Singh Chadda, which ended up as a flop. In such a scenario, several people are criticizing it and some people are siding it. Meanwhile, actor Shreyas Talpade strongly opposed the arrogant statements made by Bollywood actors like Alia during the Ganesh Chaturthi program of News 18 Lokmat. Shreyas advised the actress, Alia, who had been engaged in controversy owing to statements, "If you don't like me, don't watch me," to respect the audience. When asked what would he wish from Lord Ganpati this year, Shreyas answered, "I would wish from Lord Ganesha to give wisdom to Bollywood celebrities, giving arrogant statements over boycott Bollywood trend. Right now, I don't appreciate these statements coming from the Bollywood industry regarding the boycott calls." Shreyas on Alia Bhatt. "If you don't like me, don't watch me" statement. It's very wrong to say that. If you do not like me, just do not watch my movies. This way, you will end up alienating yourself from the audience. An actor exists only till the audience likes him. And he also used another metaphor. He said, if your lover or better half is unhappy for some reason, will you tell him to, or her to leave? Instead, we will try to persuade them not to leave and to regain their trust by apologizing for a mistake. Welcome, CRS, Veena. So we know how much Swara gets paid for her noise or tweet.
Rupees 10.
Yes. Joel sent you a message. Okay. Karthik is on fire.
Good form.
Is he on the Brahmastra? Brahmastra is a flop. And it's like a wrestler who lost claiming victory, that his hand is over.
And this over the winner, while winner
is, who pressed loser downs his hands below his hands. Well said. Savitri, Kerala is
yes.
very laid back city, literacy being wasted. Himani, Kebal's next soft target, Shreyas Talpade. So much for speaking the truth.
Yes,
Power to
Himani.
you, Shreyas. Yes. It was Swara who praised that she just loved Lahore and no country stands before it in some interview she gave in Pakistan. Swara, Tapsi, and Richa Chadda are 50 Cent's army. The very fact that they speak about boycott Bollywood,
Yes.
it means they're
Good one,
badly,
sir.
affected, says Zara. Well said. These Bollywoodians don't understand. It's not content, it's conscience that doesn't allow me to watch Bollywood. Well said. Of Chugal Chor auntie, or like the Chinese call them, Warnao. Warnao.
Rumao. Oh, I don't know how you pronounce it.
So sad for Rabia ji. She looks too weak. I mean, physically. Of course, emotionally strong, feels so helpless. Kerala is the best example of the difference between literacy
Yeah, well
and this.
said.
So, on this note, friends, we'll close this session. Thank you so much for watching us. We'll see you. Join us tomorrow again with some new news. Good night
Bye.
from Jay.